Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. A background in wrestling and Kempo karate, he stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. Weighing in officially 154 3/4 pounds, this veteran brings a record that stands at 24 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of Buchinger, Slovakia, here is the lightweight challenger, Ivan Buchinger. And next his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in 154 pounds even and brings a professional record of 14 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of 5 Scotland, he is the reigning, defending CWFC lightweight champion of the world, Stevie Braveheart Ray.
Okay guys, main event. Both know the rules you're fighting under. You listen to me at all times, keep yourself protected. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Let's do this.
Referee Mark Goddard has delivered the final instructions. 5 5-minute rounds in the Cage Warriors lightweight division. The champ Stevie Ray in the black and blue shorts. The challenger Ivan Buchinger in the black and red. Brad Wharton and Josh Palmer calling the action here. The Cage Warriors 63 main event. And Josh, I'm pumped for this one.
Yeah, absolutely, Brad. Southpaw stance for Stevie Ray, who opens with a switch kick.
Always adding new things to the arsenal is Stevie Ray. We saw 2 very wrestling-heavy performances from him in the Cage Warriors lightweight tournament.
Yeah, but some excellent judo and clinch wrestling we've seen consistently from Ivan Buchinger.
And we've seen Buchinger a few times over the past 12 months, and one thing we've learned is that he can take a licking and keep on ticking. We saw him in Chechnya. Looked like he was on the wrong end of a 3-round decision, but came back for a last-minute triangle choke.
Yeah, I mean, he is so tough to get out of that cage. As I said, only 2 losses by stoppage in his entire career, 24 wins for him. So a huge experience advantage over our champion, Stephen Ray.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate with the Conor McGregor fight last year, because for a lot of people, it was the first time they'd seen Buchinger, and a lot of people wrote him off, and I think he's done a lot to remedy that over the past 12 months. With a nice straight left hand there from Stevie Ray, pops him on the chin.
Yeah, Buchinger, sorry, has always been at the top of the European scene, never quite pushed through to that next level. They're going toe-to-toe on the feet here at the moment with the champion, Stephen Ray.
A lot of support here for Stevie Ray. Absolutely huge at lightweight, Josh.
Yeah, but very successfully with the weight cut. Both the Dinky Ninjas on tonight's card coming in nicely under their respective title bout weight marks.
Well, I saw both guys checking their weight on the scales the night before the weigh-ins, and both were more than comfortable. A very stress-free weight cut for both Dinky Ninjas. Stevie Ray looking fully rehydrated and fresh. Yeah, in the first of 5 5-minute rounds for the Cage Warriors lightweight title.
Ray having a lot of success with the kicks.
Ray throwing that left kick up again, really keeping Buchinger guessing.
Yeah, it was good work from Buchinger to step off that one. You could see him just find his way away from the kick as it came in.
Straight left from Stevie Ray, lands again. 1-2 lands from the champ.
Buchinger's got to be careful he doesn't get stuck circling backwards here.
And a flurry of offense from Ivan Buchinger there.
He finishes the striking combo with a very nice kick to the midsection. Again,
Ray keeps going back to the well with that left high kick.
Buchinger consistently stepping off to the weak side of Stephen Ray, and that's a good shot that's landed from the Slovakian.
There's a left hook there that caught Stevie Ray flush on the temple. Definitely got the champ thinking with that one. Surprised that we've not seen a takedown so far for Stevie Ray, but the unorthodox submission arsenal of Ivan Buchinger perhaps preventing that from happening so far. Ray looking comfortable throwing these hands though, Josh.
Yeah, a long way to go in this fight. Oh, that's a huge left hand.
And a right hook to follow it. And Ivan Buchinger is rocked. He's unsteady on his legs.
Yeah, look for him to close the distance quickly here if Ray rushes in.
And Stevie Ray loading up that left hand. Buchinger's still wobbly here, but he gets a takedown. And that may very well save him, Josh.
Yeah, it's exactly what you could have expected. Rocked, the safest place was going to be go through the eye of that storm. Looking for a butterfly sweep now is Stephen Ray.
And it was very nearly deja vu for Ivan Buchinger.
Yeah, and you can see in his eyes now, he's just trying to regain his composure. But it was good work to earn that takedown, earn himself a bit of a break, because anxious moments for him there.
And it's not like Buchinger doesn't take a shot well. We saw him take a lot of punches and keep on coming in Chechnya earlier this year. Stevie Ray hits hard. Yeah,
looking for a flower sweep briefly, but Buchinger using the opportunity to posture and in on the guillotine now, but Ray, I think, is going to find the space here.
And Buchinger training with Ray, but he gets his mouthpiece knocked out, and Stevie Ray is loading up that left hand.
It all came alive for Stevie Ray in the last minute of that round. Buchinger earned himself a bit of time to recover, but Stephen Ray landed flush 3 or 4 times on the chin of Buchinger.
But Ivan Buchinger really needs to get his head together. We're going to take a look at some of that action now from the first round. Jumping high kick there from Stevie Ray. And there's a left hand, and a left hand from Buchinger. And that's the one that dropped Buchinger. 3-punch combination. Didn't quite catch him flush with the second two.
Recovered really well though, and you can see as soon as Ray came in, he then closed the distance. Managed to keep his wits about him, but getting his mouthpiece knocked out here with this left hand. Is a minute going to be enough time for Ivan Buchinger to recover?
We are about to find out. Action-packed first round. Let's hope for more of the same in the second. 5 rounds if they need them. Stevie Ray, the champ, in the black shorts with blue trim. Buchinger, the challenger, in the black and red.
Oh, and Stephen Ray shooting very nicely from a long way out. Good balance so far from Buchinger.
Ray trying to change the game with a takedown early.
We saw that Russian style of wrestling from him.
Buchinger dropping his hands and calling Stevie Ray on. Not the wisest thing I've seen him do.
I think a bit of gamesmanship to say, look, I'm not hurt, I have recovered. But we've seen that takedown style before.
Spinning back fist from Buchinger there.
Stephen Ray, usually very successful for him. Nice drive on the takedown from Buchinger, changing the angle well.
I've got to say, Josh, I'm very surprised. The first one may have been a desperation takedown, but very surprised to see the first 2 takedowns of this fight for Ivan Buchinger.
Yeah, I did think that perhaps on the ground would be where Buchinger would want this. Good top position for him here. We've seen when he gets hurt, he really comes alive. And good left hands.
Some guys need to take 1 or 2 to wake them up. That's exactly what we've seen from Ivan Buchinger here. But now it's Stevie Ray trying to change the game as he searches for a takedown on the fence.
Wouldn't surprise me if Ray chooses to break here and throw some strikes, but good work already from Buchinger with the takedown, and blood on the nose of Stevie Ray from those left hands.
Plenty of options here for Stevie Ray. I believe you're right, Josh. Ray looking to break there, and he does. Taking a second to wipe the blood from his nose. The champ stalking his challenger now, changes levels.
In on the hips very nicely, and that is a big pickup for the champion. Buchinger looking for a guillotine if he can restore his guard a little.
As we've seen this year, Buchinger happy to go to work on the ground. More than happy to go hold for hold with Stevie Ray here. I think the way Buchinger came back from being rocked and really came out hard in the second round has perhaps taken a little bit of the wind out the sails of Stevie Ray.
Yeah, perhaps. We've still got a long way to go in this second round, though. Buchinger finds his way out the back door, and he's in on a takedown of his own. Good head position from Ray here.
And they break. Stevie Ray swinging a punch there. Buchinger acknowledges it, fires back with a kick. Ray going low that time. And this really is the fight we were expecting, Josh. Buchinger looking to put those hands to work.
It would be so cruel for Ivan Buchinger if 2 knees eaves in a row, he fights 2 southpaws and finds 2 left hooks to be his undoing.
Ray hopped into that one. Bit of blood coming from the nose of the champ. But I wonder how that's going to affect his breathing as the fight wears on. It's definitely going to give Buchinger something to target. Kick to the body from Stevie Ray. Looking to keep the challenger guessing. Buchinger with a right hand missed by an inch there. Varied output from Stevie Ray in this fight. Throwing leather, throwing kicks, searching for takedowns. A little bit of everything in the mixed martial arts bag from the champ.
I mean, he really is very well-rounded. Good driving entry from Buchinger, but not able to get enough penetration through on the legs of the champion.
Buchinger looking fully recovered now from that big shot he took in the first round.
Oh, and Ray changes level and penetrates through so well, and this time he brings the leg up in front of the chest and kicks the leg of Buchinger out. Excellent wrestling from Stevie Ray.
So smooth with those takedowns, Josh. Really is a joy to watch.
And this is a very awkward guard position for Buchinger, who might have to start searching for a knee bar here. But you can see that left arm around the head of Stephen Ray.
Oh, but the arm triangle was in there for a second for Stevie Ray, but he's able to pass now, perhaps.
That was really nice work for Stephen Ray to see that Buchinger was going to attack the leg. Reached his left arm around the head and really locked a lot of shoulder pressure onto Buchinger's chin.
Stop.
And one big hard elbow strike to end that round for Stevie Ray. Again, another interesting round for our judges to score tonight, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely, Brad. I think probably on balance, Stephen Ray getting the best of it over the course of the 5 minutes, but Buchinger came out looking completely revitalized, scored an excellent takedown straight off the bat.
Here's his first takedown from, well, takedown attempt from Stevie Ray. Fantastic defense there from Ivan Buchinger. Spinning back fist just skimmed the head of Stevie Ray. Countered with a nice right hand. And here's a big takedown from the champ. It really is his bread and butter. Both men landing in that exchange. And his final takedown from Stevie Ray really was an absolute beauty. Tripping that leg out.
Corner.
Yeah, perfect wrestling at the close of that second round from our champion. I really liked how in the middle of that round there was a passage of, I want to say play, where both guys knew exactly what they needed to do, and Ray posted to get back up to his feet, accepted that he was going to eat those left hands from Buchinger. Buchinger threw them anyway.
A touch of gloves to start the third round. Spinning back kick to the head. Misses. Ray counters with a flashy kick of his own. Knee in the 1-2 from Buchinger.
Buchinger searching in, trying to drive against the fence here. Looking for the double. Ray threatening the neck though, and Buchinger is going to have to think about this grip. Really nice chin strap grip for Stephen Ray.
Really putting the squeeze on there was the champ, and he bundles his man to the mat. Right in front of us here at the commentary position.
You can see Ray turning his right hip to the mat to stop Buchinger from replacing guard. What a nice transitional passage that was again.
Calm and confident in this position is Stevie Ray. Looking to get to work here in the third round against Ivan Buchinger.
Again, looking for a leg now. He's going to use it to scramble up to a top position. Good work from Buchinger.
And turnabout is fair play. Buchinger coming out on top in the scramble. And now the Slovakian will look to get to work. Ray closing that guard though.
Yeah, triangle attempt possibly from Stephen Ray here. That overhook on the right-hand side and then controlling the wrist on the left. Look for the leg to flick through. There it goes.
Buchinger's going to have to be careful here, Josh.
You're going to have to be very careful. I really liked how quickly, when Buchinger surged in on the takedown, Stevie Ray jumped to get a really nice grip on the chin of Buchinger. It's such a threatening and aggressive grip, but Buchinger looking to go to the back here.
This is a bad position for Stevie Ray to be in. Buchinger's got the one hook in. Will he be able to do anything with this position? Ray's going to look to get his back on the fence here, surely.
Oh, and mount for Ivan Buchinger with a long time to work.
2:55 to go in this one. That's a long time to be stuck under mount, but Stevie Ray spins out. Goes for a toe hold of sorts.
Buchinger immediately back in, closing the distance. Such a pace, and nearing the end of the standard 3 rounds. Championship rounds if they're needed.
Buchinger trying to shoot in for a takedown there, has to settle for pressing his man up against the cage. Stevie Ray turns things around. Nice clinch knee to the body there from Ray.
Oh, what a sprawl from Stevie Ray. Buchinger drove him halfway across the cage, looking to spin to the back now.
Oh, it's a crucifix position here.
Oh, lovely work from
Buchinger
Buchinger.
spins out and he's got Stevie Ray's neck.
See if he can lock up a grip. Ray tries to sit out. Buchinger rolls with him.
Incredible stuff here.
Trading
in the main event
grips
of Cage Warriors 63. Buchinger has got Stevie Ray's back.
Oh, Ray rolling out.
And he's got Buchinger down.
What a scramble.
The turnabout is fair play, Josh. Absolutely incredible stuff here in this lightweight title fight. Both these guys want to take home that gold.
It looked for a moment like Stevie Ray was going to sit there and let Buchinger take his back, but rolling through, and he is the one with the dominant position when all is said and done from that fantastic scramble sequence.
Stevie Ray into mount now. And the floor of the helix is shaking as Stevie Ray's fans make some noise, urging the man on. Ray looking to crossface and sit up in the mount. Big left elbow from Ray.
And this is going to be anxious times for Buchinger. Trying to just hold on for a bit of neutralizing position here.
Just under a minute to go before we head to the championship rounds.
Oh, really nice work to try and set up this head and arm choke from Stevie Ray. But now just opting to maintain position. Sitting in a bit of a middle mount here as he almost takes the back of Ivan Buchinger. Be nice to see Ray either go really high with this mount and start to throw in some ground and pound, isolate those arms, or sprawl out really low and work for the head and arm, as he's already motioned. Looking to sprawl this mount out now, and now he climbs high. What he doesn't want to do is sit right in the middle over Buchinger's hips. But I think the Slovakian's just going to try and see this passage out here.
And it looks like Ivan Buchinger is going to survive this third round.
Stop.
There's the buzzer. 3 rounds in the bag, Josh. We head to the championship frames.
Well, it looked like Ivan Buchinger was having some really good moments during that third round, but Stephen Ray came back, turned the position around on him, and you got to think perhaps it might be 3 rounds in the books to the champion so far.
Fantastic takedown there from Stevie Ray as we take a look at some of that action from round 3. And one of these just crazy scrambles. Far too much going on for us to explain here, Josh.
This was Ray looking for a triangle off that reversal. This was Buchinger. Look at the sprawl from Stevie Ray, how low he gets his hips. And then Buchinger scrambled beautifully off this attempted crucifix by Stevie Ray. Freed his arm, turned into his man. They traded choke grips here. And it was Stevie Ray who came out on top of that scramble.
Well, we struggled to keep on top of that action even with the replay there. So much going on. Such a frantic pace set by both these fighters in the third round. Just cleaning up the cage here before we get the championship rounds underway.
Let's go.
Bit of excess water spill in the corner of Stevie Ray. And referee Mark Goddard clearing the cage before we get underway with our fourth round of this Cage Warriors lightweight world title fight. Touch of the gloves and a body kick a little bit too soon. And there's one right back from Stevie Ray.
Yeah, Buchinger apologized. And Ray said, well, you know what, I can do that too.
Fair's fair, I guess.
Ray in again on the single, lifting the leg up nicely.
Buchinger got a few licks in there. Stevie Ray coming out hard in this fourth round though. Perhaps fired up from that little exchange at the start there, Josh.
Yeah, getting his hips well over Ivan Buchinger here. Buchinger in again on a leg lock, but he's not going to secure the leg. It is, however, going to give him the scramble. So often we see those leg locks used to initiate scrambles and sweeps rather than a submission. And another dominant position for Ivan Buchinger here.
So difficult to get those leg submissions later in the fight when the fighters are sweaty and slippery. Really difficult to get a grip now the wrestling boots are no longer allowed.
Yeah, looking to frame nicely on the head and trying to get a vice grip here is Ivan Buchinger.
Stevie Ray got to be careful here. Buchinger looking to connect those hands.
He's got a nice offensive grip on the ankle of Buchinger that's trapped, but Buchinger really riding a lot of pressure on Stephen Ray now and looking to go immediately to the back.
The Slovakian stepping over into mount here. Stevie shrimps out, gets the half guard back.
Yeah, textbook work from Stephen Ray. He's got that right underhook. He's going to come out the back with this deep half guard sweep if Ivan Buchinger's not careful.
Buchinger doing his level best to defend, but Stevie Ray back to his knees.
Great awareness from both guys in these positions, and Stevie Ray has earned himself a single leg attempt here. Buchinger again riding the position to the back. Watch for Ray to roll through.
Buchinger turning up the heat now into mount, landing shots on the champ.
Well, Buchinger with a solid mount here. Stephen Ray doing everything right to shrimp and get on his side.
Back into mount now, taking the back. Oh, he's got the challenger.
He's got to be careful not to fall off here.
Got one hook in.
Can he get the second? Stephen Ray is going to try and walk over the right leg, but Buchinger gets it through, looks for the body triangle. Still only halfway through this fourth round.
Incredible stuff here from the challenger in the third round. Looking to drop a few shots down on the champ from this position, keep him guessing. Yeah,
Buchinger's got to focus on some back control here and flattening Stevie Ray out. He can apply a lot of pressure with his hips here if he can sink them into the mat. So hard to break the hooks from the top position. A body triangle again is even harder.
Watch the elbows. Watch the elbows.
And Buchinger being warned for the 12 to 6 elbows there. Trying to get his arm round the throat of Stevie Ray. And Ivan Buchinger's got to be wondering what he has to do to get this rear naked choke on Josh.
Yeah, 3 of Stevie Ray's 4 losses have come by submission. Alongside 1 decision, I believe, but Ivan Buchinger now really looking to attack the choke.
He's got that under the throat.
Oh, is it just going to be a solid squeeze? I can't quite see if Ray has managed to turn into him.
Stevie Ray's in a bad position
here,
Josh.
Comeback this would be from Ivan Buchinger.
Ivan Buchinger with an incredible comeback. He was so unfortunate last New Year's Eve. This New Year's Eve, he's the Cage Warriors lightweight world champion. That was incredible.
That is how you put demons to rest. Ivan Buchinger, 3 rounds down in the books, and comes back with a fantastic rear naked choke submission of Stephen Ray. What a
Josh,
performance.
I'll tell you something, for the next 12 months, nobody is going to be talking about Conor McGregor knocking out Ivan Buchinger. They're going to be talking about Ivan Buchinger choking out Stevie Ray and becoming the Cage Warriors world lightweight champion here in Dublin.
I mean, you got to feel for Stevie Ray. He was doing everything right, but there is no quit in Ivan Buchinger, who storms through into this 4th round and takes a very, well-deserved victory. We thought he might have the edge if it went to the floor. But let's just talk about some of those scrambles, Brad. I mean, they were incredible throughout that fight.
We're going to see some replays of the action now. The start of the fourth round. A little bit of naughty behavior, shall we say, from both men. But here's Buchinger really going to work. He turned up the heat on Stevie Ray.
I mean, this was just pure diligence in the grappling department from Ivan Buchinger. And Ray did a lot of the very right things. You see him trying to control the hips, push away, turn on his side.
Just the volume of striking as well, Josh.
Ivan Buchinger just had an answer for everything, and the persistence on this choke and with this body lock gets him a fantastic submission victory here.
Well, there's the submission. We're going to throw this one to Joe Martinez to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially at 3 minutes, 43 seconds. Round number 4, submission by rear naked choke. Your winner, and now the new Cage Warriors lightweight champion of the world, Ivan Buchinger.